Well, America's crime crisis includes a troubling trend. Criminals now banding together. In Washington, D.C., there is a call for shoplifters to unite. And in Los Angeles, smash and grab robberies, nothing new, right? Until they include a mob of more than 100 people. Let's bring in Reform California Chairman Carl DeMaio, along with criminal defense attorney and federal litigator Vikas Bajaj. You have these mobs, Vic. I mean, they are literally targeting certain stores so they can ruin these stores, shut these stores down. I mean, it's kind of a trend that we're going through now.
It is a trend, and it's the same law enforced in different ways in different jurisdictions. Some people say San Diego County is relatively conservative and you can't pull this over there. Some people say Northern California is the opposite side of the spectrum. But what I see with my defense litigator glasses is potential for serious violence. Let's assume the Compton bakery owner now is going to say, I'm not going to let this happen again.
Right.
And let's assume this group goes back the same way it happens in different counties, like in Santa Cruz, San Diego, all over. And that store owner is going to say, you're not ruining my family's future and my livelihood. And let's say there's a shooting. Let's say there's an altercation. Right. Some DAs, even the district attorney of Santa Cruz on a big case right now, is saying, we can't identify the potential victims, but we're charging you with attempted murder because you protected your property.
Yeah, he makes a great point. We were just talking about this, the whole cry wolf thing. You talk about the bakery, Vic, and the New York Post writes the following: a mob of over 100 looters purposefully crashed a Kia into a small bakery in Compton, California. Jackie talked about that before they flooded in and ransacked the store during a night of rampage on the streets earlier this week. I mean, this thing was they did this on purpose. They crashed the car, and you talk about a new technique. I mean, I've seen them bust the windows open, but crash the car in so that everybody can flood in. It's new, and it's scary.
Well, it's new to see it on the news, but it's not new in real life. It's been happening for decades when there's a tow truck that's taken and pulls out an ATM machine, for instance, back in those days. Or just taking the register, unbolted, and steal it. It's a common occurrence. The problem is now there's such a clash between store owners and property owners and the petty thieves who respond to social media requests. What will happen, Trace, when throughout this state there's a conflict of people defending their property who are now finding themselves as criminal defendants, sometimes facing life, for protecting themselves, when really law enforcement and the politicians should step into that role?
Carl, Vic, thank you both.